I got a friend who wants to play some. Um, we're gonna see if this works. Not on there. Let's see if we can get him. We're gonna play standard. Um, let's do like a 7 minute game with a 7 second increment. How do I do this? This is my friend Zach. Let's see if he can play here. Zach plays something along the lines of 1500. Um, he said he wants to play and then watch the stream back later, so we're gonna try and checkmate him real quick. He likes to play the Caro Khan. I'll uh I'll play this against him and see how good his prep is. I know a lot of 1500s along that line they like to learn openings, which I mean, nothing wrong with learning openings, but they use a disproportionate amount of time studying them when they probably should be doing a lot more tactics and such. So again, I don't really know if I don't know this opening at all. I don't know if it's any good. I'm just gonna develop my pieces and I'm sure he's gonna play here. All right. So my advantage in this position, I'm not saying I have an advantage in this position. It's probably an equal game, but the things I have going for me in this position, I have a queenside pawn majority, 4-3. And on the king side, the majority he does have is doubled, right? Let's see if he just plays bishop back. Okay, so I have the bishop pair. That's kind of what I was aiming for there. Um, a lot of players at that level, and I say he's 1500. He's never played an over the board tournament, but I think he plays somewhere around maybe a little higher, maybe 1600. I don't know. Y'all can determine that. I don't know. The Lee chess is usually inflated by 200 to 250 points, so that puts him right in that 1700 range. But a lot of players in that range, they concentrate too much on openings and not enough on tactics, and they tend to, um, and I'll say some more things, but they tend to really undervalue the bishop pair. Um, you really shouldn't give up a bishop for a knight unless it's for a really good reason. Like like right here, for example. His knight does have a decent outpost. I mean, this isn't an advanced outpost. It can get kicked with the pawn, which is probably what I'm gonna do soon. Um, there's really no reason to let him take my bishop here. The bishop is stronger than the knight in an open game, which is what we have. So even though this bishop is bad behind this pawn chain, I still like it better than his knight. Because after I move bishop d2, controlling these squares, his knight can't come forward. And here I can just play this and move the king up, and all is well. Now, he has broken up my pawns a little bit. So I retain the option of playing c4 followed by bishop f4 and trading off dark squared bishops, which might be in the cards. We'll see. What I feel would be good for me is if c4, knight b4, then bishop f4, and then the knight feels a little off sides. But I'm certainly capable of losing to a 1700, by the way. Don't think I'm just grandmaster crushing him here. Um, yeah, let's do that. The queen is going to guard the pawn after the knight moves. He may be thinking about some kind of funky knight sack here. If he does, I might just push. That would be cheeky. Just go right past the knight. Don't want it, don't need it. If I would do that, he would probably play queen to g6. Still bearing down on this pawn. All right. And again, the knight's in a position where any forward move is covered by this bishop. I'm expecting queen here. And now what do I want to do? Part of me wants to play queen to d2 and rook a to d1. Queen to d2 guards the bishop, and if he trades, I retain control of this pawn. Let's do that. That looks good. He can't play the knight to any of these squares, so I'm fine with that. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss something. And now, as the pieces come off the board and I have a bishop against a knight, it becomes all about mobilizing this majority and creating a pass pawn, preferably a protected pass pawn. So the pieces are off the board, and what that means is he has fewer attacking chances. All right. I'm not going to waste a tempo by playing rook a to d1 if he's just going to trade. So let's think about how we want to approach this. I can't play this just yet. I could try to get the queen away. I'm thinking part of his plan is going to be h6 and g5, which may be fine. Maybe I can play rook e5. Does that help? No, because I have to take with the queen, and then he just has the file, right? I mean, I don't have to take with the queen, but it kind of gives up the little advantage I do have if I don't. I don't know how to play this without him being able to take. That's ultimately what I really want. Maybe I should just play rook a to d1. Feels like it just wastes time, but let's do it. I don't really have any other good moves. I'm not going to move the bishop if I can help it. If he plays rook here, I think I just trade because I don't think that does him any good. Okay, that's another way. All right, so let's get behind the pawn where rooks belong, behind passed pawns. Even though this pawn's not passed yet, it will be. I'm going to try and create a passed d pawn. That's often easier said than done. If he plays h6, I play h4. h6 would probably be a good move here. If he plays b5, I play b3. Because the whole point is I want to reinforce this battery of being able to push this pawn up while this pawn is on c4 to create a passer. And the passer might not be enough to win this game. Thinking it should be because I've pretty much immobilized this, but we'll see. I said I would play b3 if b5, but it sure does look tempting to freeze this pawn with a c5. The excuse me. These are the kind of positions that that I really fall helpless in, being a non-master. Um, those are the things that masters really shine in, is knowing when to lock up the position when it favors. All right, I can push here. I wonder if he's trying to trade off queens. Sure does seem that way, right? All right, let's go here. If he tries to trade off queens right now, I'll just take the pawn, so he can't do it just yet. All right, so here I think I take with the bishop, right? And then I can play bishop f3 if he plays this or this. And if he just moves the queen away, I can play rook e1. So what I did with that trade was I moved the majority farther away from the king. So now my potential passer is the c pawn, which is farther away from the king than the d pawn was. It's farther on the edge of the board. Obviously, you'd rather have two against one against the a pawn than what I have right now. It's better to be farther away, and the more steps the king has to take to corral whatever's on this side, that's more time I have to gobble up these pawns on the king side. There's also a couple little traps, just like say queen here. I take on f7 with the discovery on the rook. I don't have any direct threats because the queen. Well, I do because the queen guards f7. I was gonna say I could just take on f7 because then the discovery on the rook if he doesn't take the bishop. All right. So here I think I just want to trade, right? For like if I would play bishop f3, it's got to be good for me. Let's do it. Bishop f3, bishop f3, queen, probably e7 because I don't see why he'd want to trade to a minor piece in game when I have this. Takes, queen takes f5, and then I have threats everywhere. Let's play it. Let's see what he does. I see a lot of people online too making this trade, queen for rook and bishop to leave a rook and minor against a queen. Don't do that. That is hardly ever a good proposition. I think I want to leave the queens on because he doesn't have a check after queen takes f5. That seems good. Let's do it. Let's go this way. I think I just went a pawn. I think. We'll see. Well, I'm threatening this too. If he plays like queen e7, I'll play queen c8. Then he's in a world of trouble. All right, this is what I was kind of banking on. I want to play queen d5 because it gets the queen centralized. Beautiful square for the queen. It's attacking this pawn. It's defending the bishop, and it's threatening c5. which he obviously can't allow. So he cannot leave the queen where it's at. He has to move probably here. Or no, no, that doesn't work because of this. So he's kind of dead now. He probably had the same thought I had at first, and before I saw the tactic. That was such a great square for the queen here. All right. He's trying to see if there's any traps, but I don't think there's any. He can give one check. I'll move up to G2. And then I can win this pawn while protecting this one. Okay, let's do that. Okay, if I do that, I'll lose that pawn. So let's just move up first. Take any tricks out of the equation. Let's check, win this pawn, and then we're going to march this pawn forward. That's a winner. Good game. Give him one as white. Let's play the French. The French, y'all know I play the Papa Gambit against the French defense. I think the French is a perfectly fine defense. I think black in the main lines especially ends up with better end games. French advance. Excuse me. We're just going to pile on to D4 here. And as usual, I don't know what the lines are here. I feel like I'm just supposed to take, double his pawns. Or I don't have to double his pawn. Let's take. He's welcome to take. And then knight come in here. Take. He's got to at least consider playing G4, right? With the queens off the board. I got this square covered so I can make this push. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see how I want to do this. I think I want to just capture the bishop. It looks fine. Or do I want to take the pawn? So if I take the pawn, he takes knight, I take bishop here. If I take the pawn and he recaptures with the knight, I take the bishop here. Let's go that way. Why not? I might have missed something. We'll see. I feel like I come out better with that. Say this. You might say, what are you doing? Why are you trading off your good bishop? Is this bishop really bad after takes and bishop a4? I don't think so. Oh, I left this pawn hanging. Oops. That's no good. All right. We're gonna have to make some quick play now since I lost the pawn. Played too fast. Underestimated my opponent. Here's that good bishop I was talking about. Um, we gotta bring the king in, right? Go this way. Now this is a threat. Good move, good move. He knows it too. He knows he's playing with advantage here. All right, let's. Do we want to lock him up with rook here, or do we want to play bishop here? Let's play bishop here to get him on a better diagonal at least. And now I can either go here or here after knight there. I think I want to go here to threaten that pawn. If he plays rook down, then I'll play here. And I'm on a good diagonal. Huh. Interesting. Can I defend that pawn? Do I have to defend that pawn? Yeah, I suppose I do. Let's not give him here. Oh, I hate to make that move. Man, what an awful position to have to try and defend this pawn. I mean, I don't have to defend that pawn. It's just that after it takes, he's hitting on this. That's the real problem in the position. Could trade. So like for example, pawn push, knight takes, bishop has to take, right? Or no, bishop doesn't have to take. Pawn push, knight takes, rook takes here, bishop. Threatening the rook, so the rook has to move down, bishop back. Knight here. Mm, mm. No good. No bueno. I feel like I can't really let him take. Let's just play this. And now after takes, this rook takes here. Oh, I just hate to have that file open. Bam! And the bishop does such a beautiful job guarding this square. Maybe I should just play, after knight takes, play bishop here. That might be good. Let's do that. Why not? Oh no, that's why not. All right, got a capture. He misclicked and I had pre-moved. That's awesome. All right. We got 7 and 5 minutes and we're pre-moving and misclicking, and so he won't. If I play here to defend this pawn, he comes over. But that's okay, because I'll just block. And then this is probably drawn. I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, if he's gonna let me march the king up, I'll do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Hmm. All right. We're gonna play pressure. All right. I don't know if this is I don't think this is theoretically winning. I don't think it is, but it might be. We shall see. I'm gonna try like hell. I know that. So if that here, maybe? And I think I get there. I think I'm there in time. Mm, good move, good move. All right. Let's see if I can trick him. This is obviously a theoretical draw, but let's see if I can trick him. Magnus would find a way to win here. Mm, here, I'll offer a draw. No draw. All right, that ain't gonna work. Let's go here. I think he would know to just go forward if I did that. This might be completely fruitless. Yeah. All right, well, with that, I can step forward, though. So let's see if I can trick him. Hmm. If check's here, king here. It's my last try. Might advance from this, huh? Yeah, now he gets the pawn. All right, draw's fine. Rook over. Draw. Come on, Zach. Yeah, good draw. All right. Still playing that cat row. Let's go for the quick kill. He knew I was going for the quick kill. No, okay. We will play along the H file then. You took your natural square away from your knight. Gotta play d5, right? c5. Okay. Let's go this way. Threatening e6 next. And I think he sees it. Okay. Good move. Let's see. Can I come here with any kind of threat? No, I don't think so. Probably should have just played there, taking the pawn. Mm, that helps him. That helps him. Let's do this. Open up the G file. Or not. Push. If he pushes, then I take the knight because the G pawn will be hanging. Okay. Coming in here. I don't see any way to keep him from getting here unless I very quickly. I could just need to start by doing that. And I could play here, right? Let's do that. Cutting off the escape square. Now this is mate. Threatening mate on h7. He could just defend here. That works. Mm. Can't really tell if I'm playing bad or he's playing good, but I feel like I had an attack here and it just withered away. I don't even think getting the knight there does me much good, but if he pushes here, that would be good because the knight here would be great because then I can play for both of these squares. I know one thing, I need to get the rook here. If bishop b7, he kind of threatens rook h8. I think the queen might be best on this square anyway, keeping the queen tied to this backward pawn. He might push b4 and after the knight moves push c4. It caused some problems in my defense. He might just play queen a5. If he does that, I think think I'll play here, hitting this pawn. He's taking some time to think about it. Proud of him. This bishop's pretty miserable in this position. Doesn't even play defense. I don't really see a. There might be some. Okay, he opened it up for me. I was gonna say there might be some sacrifices here, but I should be really happy about this, right? Takes. I should be happy about this. That's got to be a bad move. Maybe queen here? That looks good. Let's do that. Now, this is a threat. I'm sort of threatening this. There might be some tactics behind that. I would have to, it's going to take some calculation. Now this rook may belong on the e file. And this queen is now preventing him from coming to a5 because of queen d6. Rook there. All right, so I have the option of winning the d6 pawn. That seems fine. He has no threats after this. Okay. b4 maybe? He can't move the knight because of this. If he takes with this pawn, I'm going to take with bishop to hit on this pawn 3 times. He may play queen d4 here. And if he does, yeah, thinking about taking uh, pawn takes f5 here. I just got to calculate. So pawn takes f5, queen takes d3, pawn takes g6 check, knight takes. Then what? Knight e4. Threatening mate everywhere. That would be a hell of a bishop sack. That would be pretty amazing bishop sack. If it works. Let's see if it works. Let's calculate. Takes, takes with check. I think knight's forced to take. I don't see what else. Like if king here, I would just play pawn up and think I'm good. He has nowhere to get at my king. He doesn't even have a check. So he has to take. So pawn takes, queen takes, pawn takes, knight takes, knight e4. And now I'm threatening to take this knight. I'm threatening check here, followed by check here. I mean, it's mates all over the place, I feel like. Let's do it. Might be wrong. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I've definitely been wrong before. This might be a pretty advanced bishop sack here. All right, he chose to play this way. I think that just loses the piece. I can't wait to go back over this one. Um, Rook maybe? Is that best? Looks best. Okay. King here is mate. All right, what is that? Queen here. He's forced down. Bishop. Yeah, yeah, it's forced. All right, good game. That I can't wait to look at that sack, see if it was sound. It seemed, I think it was sound. I think uh, I think it was a good bishop sack. Knight e4 was the key move. Don't resign. Allow to mate. Do it. Be a man. Die. There you go. That's my boy. I would have done the same thing. All right. Black pieces. D4. Let's play a Grunfeld. It's not technically a Grunfeld, but okay. Works the same, right? I don't know. I don't know the Grunfeld either. Funny Grunfeld story. I was playing in a tournament a while back over the board, and I was playing the Grunfeld. I decided I had no prep. I just decided I was going to play the Grunfeld. That was the opening of the week, and I got better positions twice as black against players rated higher than me. And state champion Adam Cavany, I was a smoker at the time, and he's a smoker, and we were outside smoking, and he goes, "Yeah, you might not win the tournament, but at least you can say you know how to get a better position in a Grunfeld." It's like, yes, sir, that's correct. Adam and I had a. Do, do I want to just? I kind of do. I think I do. But doesn't he just play Queen C1 if I do that? I don't know, does he? Don't I want a pawn here? What am I doing? Takes, queen takes. Oh, he gets it back here. But then I get it back here. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Threatening this. We can trade. Okay. So he just goes down a pawn. So let's fortify. He fortifies. Play back here. Keep the king in escape square. Oh boy. I don't like this. If I play bishop e6, I don't like that at all. Let's play here first. So I'm up a pawn. I allowed him to get that in. Bishop f6 was a mistake because of that. But now I can threaten this. Here takes, no, okay. What do I want to do from here? Maybe this. This feels fine. Feels fine. I just have to watch him. I don't let him double up. Mm, let's do that. Do I want to trade? If I trade, I could trade on my own terms here. I'm up a pawn. I don't want to break up this structure. This is obviously a good structure. So let's, I could also play here. Let's do that. That forces mass trades when I'm up material. So whether he takes with the knight or bishop, I take back with bishop. And then pre-move take with pawn. And he's probably going to play e4 to block the bishop to the rook, which is fine. I just play this, and then I have the open file. So I'm up a pawn and have the open file. That's a pretty sizable advantage. Should be decisive. Take with check. Play e4. No? Okay. In that case, I will keep the bishop pair. Um, or maybe not. Maybe I won't keep the bishop pair. I don't want to go into opposite colored bishops. That's what he's hoping for. I hate to move back here, though, because it cuts off my connection on my rooks. So what can I do if that's the case? Can't really play here because he just takes. I could move here first and then play b6. That's the move. The only thing is he's going to bring a rook over. Okay, never mind. Bringing a rook over would have forced my hand there. I'd have had to play bishop e6, I think. And he could have just doubled my pawns and we'd have had a... It still would have been my endgame because the double pawns would have been on the side that has the same number of pawns. So in other words, the structure on the side that I have a majority wouldn't have changed. So I think I'd have been okay. Let's see. I'm gonna play right here. And he's probably gonna just play this. That's fine though. A double fianchetto. Yeah. I think I just trade here, right? Win another pawn. Yeah. I think I want to do this. I want to leave this pawn here so that I have these squares all covered. All right, I can do this. Keep the open file. Yeah, good move. Keep him on the dark squares. Don't give him any play. Oof, he got some play. All right. I messed up. That's okay though. I'm gonna let him take with the pawn and just play bishop c8. But I need to do some damage in the meantime. I need to do some damage. Let's go here. Bishop c8. If rook here, rook here. This is the best defense laterally to keep both rooks active. I don't feel like the rook's. I don't feel this rook's active from here. Oh, oh, he beat me again. Yep. Oh, he didn't see it. Whew. Can we move out of harm's way here? All right, if he comes onto the file, I have to play bishop c8. Yeah. Right. Now, if he pushes, that's good for me. He needs to leave this pawn right here to have the best chance. I wonder if I can approach from this way. Like, I wonder if I can just play king d8 here. Let's do it. Because if not, he's going to repeat moves. He's in the enviable position of being perfectly content with a draw. And not that much worse of a player than me. So, that complicates things for me. All right, how do I get active? So I can get active by playing this to hit on this pawn, or I can start pushing my pawns. I don't know which one's better. Really don't. I could play this right now and try to follow up with this pawn push. The thing is, if I play this right now, he plays here. And then, so he's threatening to come here, and this pawn's protected, and I need another move. Maybe I could play this. Yeah, okay. Play this, followed by this. I mean, that's not super active, but okay. Mm, yeah, there. Rook here. And we're just going to start pushing. Actually, rook there, I'll play up. Now this pawn can be captured by the king. I got to be careful, though, with this pawn. All right, all pawns are defended. That worked out. This pawn is defended by the bishop. Okay, start pushing. I think I get there first. Zach, you're gonna be really disappointed when you see the missed chances you had in this one. I think you had winning chances for sure. And it involved getting down here earlier before I could start moving my pawns. Definitely overlooked the pawn push on the pinned pawn there. Is he done? He's done. All right. I'll play one quick rated game. Um, I wasn't looking to play too long. Zach just texted me. Do your stream good games. Winning chances in that last one. All right. Let's play no good rated games. I'll play a casual and then call it a night. I don't have to play rated tonight. All right. Strange opening. Play here. Strange opening. Let's see where it leads. Hmm. D5 maybe? No, that doesn't really do anything, does it? 4. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. Forces him back. Let's do that. Here. Okay, or here. Let's check. If I do that, he plays knight c7. Don't want that. If I take here, he has 3 pawn islands, doubled A pawns against my very healthy structure. That's good. To me, that's good enough reason to give up the bishop. Um, but do I want to do that? All right, let's do it. Seems like a good enough reason to give up a bishop. Let's threaten his structure further. Okay. Still threatening. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Zach. They're great games. I want to go back and look at that bishop sack from the third game. I want to see if it was, I think it was sound, but I want to see for sure. All right. This seems like the move. And here. And now I'm threatening if he plays queen d7. That's I win the queen. Queen d8 is mate. See if I can get him away from this square. Yep. That wins the queen. Good game. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for the game, Zach. Really appreciate it, man. And I'm gonna go check out that bishop move. Actually, we can go check it out right now. I wanna go look at it. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Profile. This was the game. And I want you to know I gave this move a lot of thought. This e takes f5 right here. Now it looks like I have other like rook h1's winning. E5 is winning. Oh, e5 is the obvious. Yeah. It does pretty much the same thing. But that what I had calculated was just so you see the sacrifice was this and this and then 90 and look, there it is. 94. That was what I had calculated and it was a hell of a shot. Blocks the queen from guarding this square. You only have this check and I come here, check, come here and yada checks. And I'm threatening there's mate everywhere. I'm threatening to take. I'm threatening queen check here, queen check here. There's knight check. I mean, there's mates everywhere. Rook comes over to the e file, but that knight e4 move was what sold me on it. So good to see that it was all sound. All right, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.